welcome back to Callings from Christ. We're doing another Christian media episode. Jake's back.
I'm back.
He's back. And
back for more.
You're back for more.
Back for more.
You cannot get enough.
Can't get enough. I just got to keep coming back.
Yeah, you just got to keep talking about Jesus.
I love it. I love
right.
discussing this stuff.
Yeah. Did I press record is the question. And so, yeah, that's how you know when you're like doing it alone.
Yeah.
No, there's nobody behind the camera. It's just,
yeah,
just boop it.
Did I hit that? Did I give it the boop? Remember if I Betty booped it or not? I better go check.
Cutting me out of that little thing. But anyways, all right, a couple things. So we're gonna start with, I think, what did we decide? Like, just the news of things that's going on in Iran right now.
Yeah.
Because there seemed to be a lot of conversion going on from like Islam to Christianity.
Oh yeah,
which is beautiful, but also awesome. It's very scary.
It is.
So before I knock everything over, yeah, we can talk about that. We found a couple of things. It's kind of hard.
It's hard to find good information about it.
Yeah.
But like from what we found, I mean, seems to be solid information, I'd say.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy too, because like you see like a spike in Christianity and then immediate persecution, and it's I guess like where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't act. Yeah, like I feel like that's such a terrible way of putting it, but I'm almost not surprised because of like where it's at. But the spike in Christianity is just skyrocketing.
Mm-hmm.
And what I read, it was like either one or two places. It was somewhere between 200 to 300,000 people practicing Christianity or converting or what have you. somewhere around there like this. But like, and that to me was wild. That kind of stood out. And I was kind of wondering why too. I was like, why all of a sudden? What's up with the spike?
Yeah.
What's up with the spike? Why?
Yeah. They talk about it happening, but they don't talk about why. Like what sparked this. A lot of underground churches there, you know. So a lot of people have probably been teaching it, and maybe that's just kind of growing. It's just
maybe it grew and now it's coming to light, sort of something like that. I mean, and highly possible because of persecution. Now they can't really practice in like big churches.
Yeah, right.
They're doing it in small homes.
Yeah. Well, plus they probably have seen. Well, maybe I don't know. I don't know what the news is like there. They're very heavily, like they really. I don't even know what word I want to use. Block news.
Yeah,
they control what their population is seeing. So, yeah, that's so hard even too. Like trying to find like things that were like independent journalists talking about it versus like, okay, I see Fox News covering it, but I don't know how much of that is true. What's emphasized in it and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I mean, wouldn't you think like independent journalism? A few different
I think
ones
is the
would
better.
Be to.
I think going through so you're going through like independent journalism, multiple, not just one, and then kind of drawing your own conclusions from that's the best way to go about it. I do know that like there's been a lot of protests too in Iran because of it
at schools and stuff.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that going on.
Was it just because of Christianity? I thought there was something else too. But maybe I don't know. You try to look it up, but good luck. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard,
yeah. Like you
the
find
truth of things.
Yeah, you find like a really kind of choppy information when you look at, like, again, you kind of have to piece it together and come to your own conclusion with it because you know it's all coming from different sources, and I mean,
there's like global Christian relief efforts, which we found article, what is that,
18, yep.
Which you can look that up and go on there. They have a lot of stats and different like resources that you can go and find out,
dive deep into.
Like what we found some stuff. What did you
write down? So I wrote down essentially what it is, which is the Declaration of Human Rights, which is something I've never even really thought about, which is crazy. Like and the key notes I took from that was like freedom of religion, freedom to practice that religion, and no one can be forced or coerced into a religion or faith that they're not wanting to be forced or coerced into. Which, so I mean, if that to me in this case really applies, because like you're seeing it in multiple places now, not just here, but I found the top 10 actually. So they say that it was the top 10th most persecuted place for Christians as of now. And again, these are independent stats. I believe it though, because there's kind of a trend.
Yeah.
And that was actually on another page I have. So I'm just going to rattle these off if you don't mind.
Sure.
What I'd found was that from going down, number 10 is Iran, 9 is Libya, 8 is Pakistan, and again, there's that trend I was kind of talking about. 7 Nigeria, which we've spoke on that before already.
Right. Yes.
Number 6 was Syria. 5 was Eritrea, which I'm not very familiar with that one. 4 was Sudan. 3 was Yemen, and 2 was Somalia, and then number 1, which is the only one that is kind of separated from the trend, is North Korea. That place is not looking good for Christians right now.
I know. A lot of underground stuff there too.
Same, yes. A lot of people.
Crazy?
Yeah, we're living in 2026 and you still have to hide to practice your faith. And that is, and not just your faith. Like you have to, like Christianity as a whole, like you praise Jesus, you got to hide to do it. Right. And that is such a sad thing.
Yeah. And we complain here in America, like we have it so horrible. We don't. I mean, think about all the freedoms that we have.
Oh yeah. The freedom to do this. That's why this is so important, because
we get to
we get to talk about it. And we just said, like, you can't find a lot of like it being talked about. So when you have a platform where you can discuss it, that's going to help shed some light to it, maybe, and get more people to see and understand how bad it really is. 'Cause it's bad.
Yeah.
It is not good.
If you have to like live in fear just for something you believe in, can you imagine?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Crazy.
it is insane. And I just told you right before we started here that the story that came through the what was the Open Door, was that the name of the I believe it was them I had heard this through, but there was a woman who was sat down and she was told to write down that you regret converting to Christianity and you would like to convert back to Islam. And she denied it. She was like, no, because that's not a written confession. That's a forced lie. And that's not right. That's not right. I mean, that's just so wrong on so many levels.
Oh yeah.
And demonic. It's demonic.
It really is.
That's how I feel.
And I don't think people realize that.
No.
I mean, even if you just, if you go into that religion and just everything the Bible says about the devil, demonic forces, is everything that like the prophet would say, whatever.
Oh yeah.
He would say those things. There was like, that doesn't correlate at all. And I think that's the main reason why they are converting to Christianity. They're like seeing, those differences and how much love comes from Jesus.
Oh, absolutely.
Compared to,
and once you feel that spirit too, like you feel that Holy Spirit, like your heart gets on fire for it. You just know. And that's why I think people are willing to be unalived, because of their faith. Because I mean, again, like once you feel it so deeply, it's rooted in you.
Right.
You're not willing to just you're not willing to just say, hey, you know what? Nah.
It's like falling in love. It just made me think of like falling in love. It's like you don't get, like, once it hits you, you just know.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And it's like the same thing. I mean, that's probably why they say Jesus, God is love.
Oh, for sure.
Jesus is love.
He is. He is.
It's like
he is.
You get the feeling.
You really, really do. And that's why. I mean, that's why these people are hiding to do it. You know? That's crazy.
So we have to remember our Christian brothers and sisters, I think, and kind of, I don't know, just make sure we're praying for them and even for the ones that aren't, who are doing the persecution. Sometimes people regret those choices and they come to faith as well. So that's
true. That's 100% true. You've seen it. You see it in the Bible. You see it in Jesus's lifetime.
Yep. I did find one independent. I don't know if it was independent, but gosh, it was called. I'm gonna totally butcher this. I apologize. Mohabbat News. So it's an Iranian Christian website. So that was pretty interesting.
That is interesting.
But what I read on there, like an article that was in that on that website, and I'll link it in the description in case people are interested in looking. I mean, everything's written.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So but they convert it to English,
Mm-hmm.
so you can kind of understand what's going on, what's
Right.
being said. But there was a woman killed, and they would not release her body to the family, a Christian family. They would not allow news reporting on it. They wouldn't let her do any sort of like Christian like burial situation publicly. It's
Oh
like,
my gosh, man.
can you imagine losing someone and then being told you can't do any of that because they don't want people to witness it.
Right.
They want to completely eradicate it and
do.
make it not known to anyone.
Well, they see it as a threat. They see it as like a westernization, like a threat to have Christianity, which is to me is a radical way of thinking and such an evil way to process things, because the whole aspect of Christianity, you know, I mean, you just, if you read the Bible or if you go to like Bible study and you know, like God is love, Jesus loves you, and that's like what he wants you to be able to spread that to people, and
peace
and peace.
That's
right,
the opposite of
it's the opposite of what's going on. So like it just doesn't even make sense. Like you don't want your people witnessing love, like you don't want your people witnessing like a true relationship with your creator. I of course, you know, it's easy to say I can't wrap my brain around it because I'm not there and I wasn't born there, you know, but I just, as a Christian, my heart goes out to all those people. They need prayers, and we need to pray that, like, you know, our hearts can accept the truth and like can understand how horrific this really is, you know, to shed a little bit of light onto it.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
They need it. They need help.
The other thing I seen on there, they were calling for a lot of other like Christian leaders to break the silence on what's happening and speak about it. Because it's not. Can you imagine living in a country where they censor everything, what the news you're getting, the news that goes out to the world, and how do you speak up? You know, how do you speak up and spread the news of what's happening if you can't?
You can't do it.
You need more people to come together in order for that to happen, and to break the silence and live courageously for Christ, because there's no other way to get it out.
No,
but it's I understand, you know, it's scary. You know, but
absolutely. So it'd be so scary to have to like to know like, okay, well, my life could be on the line here, but I feel like the world needs to know. And that again, it just draws me back to, we are so blessed to live in a country where we can sit down and talk about this and then put it out there for people to maybe look into. And in all reality, I think that people really need to look into this, because this is bad. This is not good. It breaks my heart to even think, you know, because it's not just grown adult men that are getting persecuted here. It's whole families, and you know,
children
it's not going
being
well.
Taken and converted because they don't, you know, they don't know any better, and it's so sad.
It's evil.
So continued prayers for our Christian brothers and sisters, and
absolutely,
and just make sure we're like, I don't know, paying attention. Like, we see so much news, and it's always so, I don't know, about the most ridiculous things that don't ultimately matter, or you know, whatever.
They're trying to kind of draw your attention away, it seems like sometimes. Hey, look
from
over
important
here
things
while this is going on.
Right.
You know,
Let's
again,
talk about this, even though the Epstein files are out. Like, you know,
absolutely.
like, let's not talk about
UFOs
that.
now. UFOs. Now there's just a time that's going to release all the UFOs because Epstein files are out. But I just like, and again, it goes back to spiritual warfare and it being a battle of good and evil. And I think that it's becoming more and more like into vision. Like you can almost see it. And if you don't see it, you don't want to see it.
Yeah. I understand people not wanting to see it because it's hard.
Oh, for sure.
It's hard to deal with.
Oh, for sure. It's not good like, but then that's when you give it up to God. That's when you have to pray on it.
You have to learn how to compartmentalize, because you can't go about your whole day feeling sad and like, what do I do? I'm helpless. You know, everything's hopeless.
For sure.
So you have to be able to compartmentalize. If you're a person that can't do that, maybe don't look too much into it, but make sure you're aware of things and pray on it. Yeah, that's it. But
big time.
To move on to a different subject, if you're ready.
Yeah,
Was
we
there something
can.
else you wanted to say?
No, you know what? Yeah, the one
Yeah.
other thing I would like to just bring up the verse that we've probably already brought up on the
Yes.
show multiple times
Yep.
before. Is John 15 verse 8 and
18? 18?
John 15:18.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're good.
Verse 8. I'm like, verse 8, someone's going to go flipping and be like,
Nope.
that doesn't make sense. This guy's weird. No, it's John 15 verse 18. Sorry. If the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first. And if you belong to the world, it would love you as its own. I have chose you out of the world. That is why the world hates you. And that is the shortened version because there is much more to that. But I mean, that is just right down the plate. Like that is right to the nose.
Yeah, you have to always keep that in mind when people either try to mock you or make fun of you for your beliefs or whatever,
Absolutely.
or actually persecute you in those cases.
Yes.
But yes, so thank you for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Lent. Sure. We are in Lent right now.
We are in the season of Lent. It is kicked off.
It is kicked off, but you've been doing stuff for it.
I've been doing stuff. I've been shout out to the Archibald Knights of Columbus Hall fish fry. They're great. I'm not getting paid to say this, I promise.
He's getting paid in
they
fish
don't
sticks.
pay me. I'm getting paid in fish, but I work it and I a lot of times do the battering and stuff there. The last couple times Tori wanted to go and I stayed back with Kai. It's just so hard to take him and then try to both work.
Do it, yeah.
And so I stayed back with Kai. So I've missed a couple batterings, but I went there to help clean fryers the other day. But man, it is an all you can eat if you dine in, and they give you so much in your first serving. It's like you're not gonna be able to eat more, probably. I mean, I really don't think
You'll
so.
Need to take it home at
like,
that point.
Yeah, at that point, just go around the corner, get it because they do takeout. Get a takeout order. It's been awesome, man. I mean, we've been seeing a lot of people come.
Grew up going to fish fries like all my life. I feel like going to the schools I went to, it's like there was always a fish fry. It was just like a big deal. There's kids running around, and I hated fish, so I always ate chicken.
See, well, yeah, because we do chicken too. That's the thing, because not everybody can eat fish either. Right. So like, true. And kids are kind of exempt in a way from that. But like, we do the chicken, and we do like a baked potato and a roll, and I think they do coleslaw. I'm not a coleslaw guy, but I think they do like coleslaw or something like that. But man, I'm telling you, I'm not a fish guy. I've never been a seafood person. No, but I can tear that stuff up. Like I actually can. I can tear it up. They do such a good job.
When we lived back in Toledo, there was a church right around the block, so close, and they would do fish fries. And I feel like it was like a Baptist church or something. I don't know. Do they do fish fries? I don't remember what kind of church it was, but the denomination of it. But I remember they had tilapia, and they did like spaghetti. It was like fish and spaghetti. And then they had this like pudding cake thing. Oh my God.
Was it really good? Because that sounds really good.
Amazing.
I didn't even. That's
so
a combination I've never
too,
even.
So it was probably like, give me everything.
Give me all of it and just mix it on the plate.
Yeah,
like Buddy
put in the
Elf.
blender and
make it into a shake.
Oh,
that'd be terrible.
Yeah,
it's great. It's been great. It's a very important time of year, I think, for people to, and we kind of talked a little before too about like fasting is a big deal. In general, you can do it anytime, and as long as you do it and proclaim it in the name of the Lord, and you're not talking about it and boasting about it for the most part, then that's the right way to do it. But during Lent, it's based off of the 40 days Jesus was in the desert and was tempted by Satan.
Right.
And I think it's just it's an awesome thing to do. It makes you feel great. It used to be way more strict, though. It's definitely gotten a little more lenient.
Yeah.
Like it used to be 40 days of just no meat at all, period, for the whole time. But now it's like Fridays, don't eat meat.
Right.
It's just kind of shrunk a little.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure some people still do the whole,
Well, I'm sure there are people that are deep into it.
And then different people do different things where like on Sundays it doesn't apply, your your Sabbath day or
day of rest, you're allowed.
I apologize. They're doing some work out in the building, so if you hear anything loud noises, sorry. But Yeah, I was researching about like how, how it came to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so that was pretty interesting. You should research that, how, the whole Lent thing came into play.
Right.
Second and third century type stuff, with
Yeah.
Council of Nicaea in 325 AD.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of, it says that Pope Gregory later finalized its 40-day structure, um, starting Ash Wednesday.
See, that I
So
didn't know it was Pope Gregory. I did that.
yeah, that's what it says.
No kidding. That's cool. I think the history of it is kind of neat, and I was reading it a little bit too, and I was kind of, because there's fasting all throughout the Bible. Lent not necessarily said in the Bible, but fasting is where it derives from. And what I found was in like the 1600s versions of the King James Bible, it says that like that the Bible was typically accompanied with a book of prayer that had the instructions for Lent. And so like you could see it kind of getting folded in to church services and stuff like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And again, yeah, I mean it's started off of Jesus's 40-day fast in the desert. And I think it's a really good thing to do. It makes you feel great, even if you're like just fasting throughout the week. I'm telling you, fast for like a couple days and eat really clean and drink a bunch of water, and you'll feel like a new man. You'll feel like a new person. Like it's something very cleansing about it and humbling almost.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it is a form. It's a way to humble yourself before the Lord.
Absolutely.
And then also, I mean, like you were saying, it kind of like healing powers of it, not just, spiritually, mentally, but also physically as well. I mean, which, it mentions fasting, like you said, a few different times. But the one I feel like a lot of people always quote is Mark 9:29. And there was like a demon that needed to be casted out. And they asked him, why could you not cast it out? And he said to them, this kind cannot be driven out by anything but fasting and prayer. So
I mean, so right there, that's like instructions almost. Like if you have demons and you're fighting them, prayer, fasting,
and they come in different forms. So it could be from illness and sickness and things like that, and people don't correlate that to that. But I kind of feel like, yeah, a demon could make you sick mentally.
Oh yeah.
With depression, anxiety, those kinds of things. And yeah, I think I mean, what's the harm? You can work your way up to it, I think.
For sure.
Like do a 16 and then an 18 and then a 24. And,
oh, for sure.
I mean, I'm one of those people. I told him earlier, like, I don't know if you necessarily always have to do it during Lent. I mean, or Lent only.
No, right.
I think it's just the practice of it in general. Personally, I mean, that's my take on it.
I don't disagree with you on that. I think like during Lent season, it is like hyper focused on. For for good reason, but at the same time, like it is, I think, important in life to just fast whenever you feel the need or whenever the Lord is like tugging at your heart to do so. Yeah, fast.
You're going through a hardship. You're going through an illness.
Addiction. You're going through struggling with, it could be anything that people deal with. I mean, you feel like you need to fast from that, or if you think that like fasting from food and prayer is going to help humble you. Really, I mean, you can fast from multiple different things.
Yeah. I think our society, especially now, we're very gluttonous.
Oh man, yeah. Oh yeah.
So
right. Yeah, a lot of people
probably should, if there's something that's constantly like you constantly need this and you can't refrain from it that easy. I think fasting, you should try fasting.
Great idea. It is. It really is. And like I've done it. I did for a while intermittent fasting. Oh, I still do it for my health, but like I'm starting to kind of weave it in to my faith more. And I started kind of praying on it more, like, and dedicating it more to the Lord as opposed to just doing it for my body and for my health.
Right.
And I'm still working on that, always still working on stuff. But like I think that it has helped me mentally and it has helped me grow in my faith, just kind of practicing that and kind of just starting to kind of get it in there, spiritually more so instead of just physically.
Right. What are do you remember like growing up, if you had any like, oh, I'm going to, like 10-year-old you, like I'm going to fast from candy or.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know,
yeah, sugar, pop.
stealing cookies from mom's cookie
Yep,
jar or
bread.
something.
I remember
Like something
so
silly.
100%. I remember when because I was a chubby little kid. I remember, man, I was probably about that age, 10, 11, and I was chubby, and I used to complain to my mom about being chubby, and she's like, "Well, maybe you should stop drinking so much soda. Like, stop sneaking sodas when I'm not watching you."
Yeah.
You know, because it's not like she was just giving me sodas. Trust
Right,
me. I
right.
was like sneaking them in the pocket up to my bedroom,
Yeah.
cracking it under a blanket, like make
Get
sure
pop
she,
everywhere. You're like, whoops.
who
Yeah.
whoops. And
Shook it up running up the stairs and it explodes everywhere.
ah,
It's on the ceiling.
sorry, that was fire extinguisher. I don't know I don't know
She's
how
like,
to.
oh, that's fine.
Oh no, you're okay. As long as no one's eyes out or arms broken, you're good.
Right, right.
But that I remember that specifically, and that kind of because I don't want to be so chubby. I was like self-conscious about it, kind of at that young age. So I was like, my mom's like, well, cut back on the sugar, stop sneaking pops, and I was a big bread. Like I still am. I love bread. I love bread, and I have to remind throughout the week, mostly the weekends I hang loose a little bit, but I try to not just because I can just eat bread like an animal. I can just eat bread.
Yeah.
And so that was another one when I was
many
younger.
animals that just eat bread, but
Probably not. No, I don't
like an animal.
Birds. A lot of birds like bread, I think, but they're not that fat,
Yeah. They're not very chubby, I guess.
Birds aren't that chubby.
They do a lot of flying around and stuff.
Like, how can a bird eat a loaf of bread and be cool, but I eat a loaf of bread and I'm just a pig? It's crazy. But yeah, so there was a couple things for sure when I was young. What about you? Did you have?
I don't even remember. Any? I think candy for sure because I've always loved candy.
Oh yeah.
But what's crazy is fasting does help curb that sugar craving.
Yeah,
it really does. And then when you actually eat sugar, it's like
kind of messes your stomach up.
Your stomach, and also like it's like all the blood is rushing to my head. It's like a sugar high. And then I get like lightheaded and weird. I'm like, this isn't worth it,
And that's crazy you brought that up. I told my wife that, I told Tori that because I was off of I stopped eating sugar for so long at one. I'm kind of back at it now on weekends. I love some ice cream and stuff, but if I overdo it, I mean my body will tell me my stomach will just be a wreck. If I eat a bunch of chocolate and Oreos and cookies and stuff and then go and go try to lay down, it is not sitting right in my guts. I cannot do it.
I know.
And so I mean it's insane how your body is kind of we don't do this anymore.
Yeah, we don't want this garbage.
eject.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? And I know so many people that's all they eat is out. They just eat out.
I couldn't imagine.
And I'm like, I guess your stomach changes. That's what it's used to or something. But
I think so too. Crazy. And your brain chemicals, man. I think there's something that everything's connected.
Down the line, it's got to be doing some damage eventually.
Oh, it's not good for you.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I gave up. Tried to give up cussing before.
Yeah,
not as a 10-year-old.
Right. Oof, that's rough. That's a rough 10.
I've gotten a lot better. It's still something I struggle with. I'm being honest. Sorry.
Oh, for sure.
I know Christians aren't supposed to talk certain ways, but
Amen.
Mostly it's when I'm upset, I stub my toe or something.
Oh yeah, or get hurt. I'm really good at home around my son, around Kai, but at work.
You turn into a sailor.
I'm a sailor at work, and it's I work in a setting where it's a fab shop, bunch of old guys running around that have sailor mouths. I can't, it's almost natural.
And you're like, shoot, dang.
Yeah, it's a whole different language there. But then I step in the doors at home. I'm really good about keeping it.
Switch, yeah.
It is, yeah. I'm really good. I don't want my son to be a potty mouth. I'm not trying to see him get kicked out of kindergarten.
Yeah,
right. I don't want that.
Yeah. But that's something I don't know. I still struggle with it, but I'm doing better.
That's always work. It's always working towards something,
Right. Yeah.
I mean, no matter what it is, it can be anything, really.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cut back on all sorts of things in life. I cut back on alcohol, for the most part. I tried for a while there. I mean, I was having a beer after work because I felt like I worked all day. I deserved a beer. But then it was the more, I mean, even maybe becoming a dad, I was just kind of I don't really want beer. I'll just have I prefer a Fresca now. It's a big switch. I want to go from Michelob Ultra to Fresca. But it's just one of those things where I don't know. I've kind of like grown out of it, and that could be in multiple different ways.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be because of my faith. I just feel like I don't need to put it into my body, or
Right.
you
Your body's
know,
a temple.
it is, and I'm trying to get better about that.
Yeah.
Treating myself. I started taking vitamins again.
Yeah.
That's a big one. Take
You're
your
like really
vitamins.
excited for
I
vitamins,
Oh
guys.
yeah, vitamins. I'm telling you,
Vitamins?
1-a-days for men. I'm 30 now, so I'm taking vitamins again. And I wasn't.
Picture here, vitamin. I'm gonna put a little vitamin container in my hand.
You see, like a paid for by 1-a-day men's vitamin. Not like, I don't know. I stopped taking them for so long, and
You
I don't
feel
know.
different?
I do a little bit.
Good.
I do.
Good,
I
good.
actually I feel like I've been sleeping a little better. I feel like I've
Sure.
been not as groggy in the morning,
Mhm.
and I feel like because I was in a car accident. I got my back is pretty torn up, and it hurts pretty often. Um, in an odd way, even like taking vitamins has kind of helped that. And I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
it's the vitamin D that's in it. Maybe,
Sure.
maybe
Yeah.
it's all the above.
Mhm.
But like even that has it's helped that out a little
Yeah.
bit. So like, yeah, I mean, I definitely feel a little different
Yeah.
doing it. And it feels good to
Yeah.
do it too, because it's like I want to live long. I want to be
Right.
able to
Yeah.
see my son grow
Yeah.
up and
I
have
need.
kids.
Yeah.
And
That's my thing. It's like a fear of a parent. I think it's like
yes,
I need to be there for them at least until they're old enough to take care of
to take
themselves,
care of
and then
themselves.
it
Right.
is what it is.
And then
Not that you get to control it, but
no, right. But it's like, keep me
you can
around
help.
long enough.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
want to be
Really,
able
it's
to.
so sad to think about.
It is a dark place to go in your head, but it
Yeah.
is a true thing. I mean,
That right.
we're all going to get to that point one day. It's going to be our time, and that's his decision. And it's like, well, if I can help prolong it
Right.
the most I
Yeah.
can.
And you have to counteract like everything, even you just buying bread at the store, like everything is like glyphosate
Oh,
and
it's
like
all
other
chemicals and
pesticides and
oh
everything.
yeah,
Even your vegetables, like going to I mean, I'd like to support local farms, but
for
if you're
sure.
not like organic and you don't use all this stuff, I kind of I
I
don't
don't
want
want
that
that. I
either.
don't
Like
want
I
that.
have my own little garden in my yard typically.
That's the best way
But
nowadays, I
there's some
think, to
things
do
I
it.
don't grow that I
Right.
need to go get somewhere else. But I think I'm going to talk about that on an episode. Just kind of like my growth in that. Like it's weird how it's helped me grow closer to God, but also grow closer to like natural
And I get
things
that.
for healing. And I mean, God gave herbs for the service of man,
I was gonna
and it
say
does
that's why
say in the
it
Bible.
makes perfect sense, because
Mm-hmm,
you're utilizing what God has given us
mm-hmm,
to
yeah.
bear the fruit from it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that is, I mean, yeah, it's not only biblical, but like it's just such a it's like
Like
feel there's some kind of
obvious.
freedom about it. Yeah, like I don't know.
Mm-hmm,
I get it completely where
mm-hmm.
you're coming from with that,
Yeah.
because you're outside, you're in nature, you're in the
Right.
dirt,
Oh,
you're
it's so
just
healing.
it's such a healing place to be. And I always
I love it.
I loved helping my
You
mom
get
with her
so
garden.
excited. You're
Oh
like, oh
yeah.
my gosh, it's sprouting. You get all
Yeah, you do.
excited.
You do. You're like out there watering, and then you come out the next day
Yeah.
and you see a little sprout. You're like, yes, that's what I'm talking
You used to
about.
picture it. Your coffee that you hold like this.
Yeah.
And then you're out in your garden watering it, You
Yeah,
got
and
a robe on or
you
something.
have a
I don't know.
robe on, and then you come out like the next morning, also still holding your coffee like this, because this is how you hold your coffee. And you walk out and you go, that's the face you make. It's that. It's
Yeah, it's pure excitement.
like a child on Christmas,
Yeah.
because you see a couple leaves popping out
Right.
of the dirt. And you
Like
know
the
what?
version of an adult Christmas.
It is.
My garden's
Walk
blooming.
down that's Christmas morning for an adult, is seeing sprouts in your garden. You're like, yes.
Yeah.
Santa
Yeah.
I mean, my seeds grew.
Yeah. We really got off of Lent, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We kind of,
But we did. I mean,
did.
we said, we talked about it a
But
little bit.
yeah, I mean,
The origins of it, the ashes, and to dust you shall return, all that kind of
which
thing.
you did. What did you say? You had a question. You said,
Yeah, I had a question for you. Just like randomly popped in my mind about are people like, what do you feel about people putting a show of ashes, especially like on social media? I was kind of thinking, like, I kept
yeah.
seeing people like, I got my ashes. Like,
Mm-hmm.
are they being overly, I don't even know the
I,
right word I want to use for it,
like
showy, or are
vain.
they just, or are they truly just like proud of their Christianity? And sometimes it's hard to decipher, which
It is. It
comes off a little weird sometimes,
I agree with
but at
that.
other people, it's just like, they're just,
They're doing it because and when that started, that didn't start as like a vain thing. Yeah, definitely like a show of like I'm to ashes I will return. Like I'm not afraid to go out and show that I am a follower of Jesus, and with a cross on my forehead.
Right.
It was kind of one of those things that like always, even when I was younger in church, it was like encouraged, like don't feel like you have to go and scrub this off your head. It is
Yeah.
okay to show the world
Right.
that you
Yes.
follow Jesus, and you follow and praise him. And so like it definitely didn't start as a like vain thing. It turned into like a for clicks thing. And I had said it before, but they're trying to turn Christian, some people, not everybody, but they're trying to turn Christianity into like a fad. And
it does seem like that way.
That's what I don't like. I don't like that. I'm kind of like really getting like just trying to be more educated on what I'm looking at, what I'm reading, what I'm seeing, because you can. It's easy to try to get clicks and this and that, but that is not what it's about.
Right.
It's about praising God. It's about praising Jesus. It's not about you.
Right.
It's not about you getting likes and shares and this and that when it comes to like you attended service for Ash Wednesday. That it's about spreading the good news, letting people know, and not being ashamed of it.
Yeah, I think that's a big one.
That's a huge thing. Yeah.
So, and it's just hard to tell like who's doing it for what reasons. Are these good reasons, or
sadly that's like the world we live in now.
I mean, it's hard.
Really hard to determine who is real and honest in the Christian values area of things, and who is doing it because, well, like I think it kind of falls more on like famous people doing it. You can gain a whole other following of people if you start preaching about God, and you just talking about it, and like Mark Wahlberg posting his pictures of his ashes and stuff like that. Is he genuine? I don't really know the guy, so I can't say whether or not he is. I mean,
we don't know.
You just don't know. I don't know these people, so I can't judge them by any means. I pray that it isn't in vain and it's not just to get clicks and likes.
Yeah. It makes you kind of feel hopeful though when it is people that are like in Hollywood a lot and they are speaking about
that
their
is
faith
nice to
and wearing
hear.
their ashes. She's like, oh, thank you, Lord, for them not all being, taking the wrong path or whatever. It's like it's good to see, because you don't want to look at people who you like the work that they do and then find out like, oh man, they're in that weird satanic stuff.
They're in that weird occult
hurts,
stuff.
You're like, man, I really wish that wasn't the case. Or like, the news stories that come out about people and horrible things they've done, and you're like,
oh yeah, and you're like,
I liked him.
Man, I really enjoyed this guy. Like I thought this was a genuine person, and it's like, it is. It's like, oh come on, man, come on. Why you gotta be like that? Like why can't I don't. At the same time though too, like posting it on social media is, again, I mean, if you're proud of it and it's out of just being proud of it, like then I can't see that necessarily being a bad thing. It's just that's a really good question. That's a really good question.
Yeah, and it's how they I guess how people do it too. If you're already on, say you have a podcast or something and you're recording it, well, you're gonna have ashes on your head. It doesn't mean you have to bring it up and like put it in everyone's face. Like, look at me, I did the thing.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
It's just right up here in the camera.
Yeah. I'm trying to talk with it zoomed way in.
But I don't know. I was just the thought.
No, that's a really good question. That's something.
But
ask a pastor about that. That's a good question.
Yeah, I'm curious to see
what their thought is on that. Because I'm almost, I'd have a feeling that it'd be the same as ours. I feel like, if it's done with the right intentions, God knows what's in your heart, know. So you can't hide that from them.
We don't know. And I just got done talking about how it drives me nuts when people, they try to say that this person is evil or the devil or this because they don't agree with something they're saying or doing, or vice versa the other way. Like, oh, what a good Christian. You're like, do you know that for sure? Like either end of it. Do you know that?
You sure about that?
I mean, you just kind of hope, you pray and hope that it's all good things,
Oh, absolutely.
And that's all you can do. I don't think you should be spouting false things.
No, I don't think so. Especially if it's like, about faith and stuff like that. Like we talked, I think on the last show, like about it, about just how it's, you can't tell me that I am or am not Christian. You can't, you don't know my relationship with Jesus. You don't know my relationship with God. And it's no one's place to tell me that I am or am not a Christian, because I might not think about something the same exact way, or maybe I'm not as learned as you, so you look down on me because of it. And it's like, that's not how it's supposed to go. Teach me, show me, you know, help me.
Yeah. Yes. With kindness. Yeah. You look at it not like, oh, well, that person doesn't do this right. Well, then be kind and show them. Like, have you ever thought maybe this instead of that? You know, I don't know. But
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's all good. It's good.
Good. It's like we're going crazy. It's madness.
It's cool. It's all right. Cool. We're good. It's good. Everything's great. It's all sunshine.
Rainbows.
All
right. Well, this is fun.
Yeah. This was good. This was good. I'm glad we got to shed a little light on just the crazy uptick of Christianity, as well as the uptick of persecution that followed it.
Yeah.
And I think that with the persecution, I think the church is going to grow stronger. It's such an, I mean, it's an odd thought and it just popped in my head, but I feel like that it'll grow stronger, and it's something that needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
Needs to be talked about.
Glad we're doing it. Glad someone's doing it. I'm sure there's more people.
Yeah. And if there aren't, I hope more people start anyways.
Yeah. But, all right. Well, thank you. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for coming.
Of course.
Thanks to everyone watching. I like and subscribe. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. You did it. Nailed it.
I did it.
I didn't have to say it. Usually I gotta say it.
I don't. It's like I only say it when you're here.
Yeah, because you know I'm gonna jump in. I'll get on you about it. Like and subscribe, share.
Yeah.
Comment, feedback would be awesome too.
Yeah, I have an email in the description. So just for people who want to come on as guests, for people who have comments or things they want to share, but maybe not wanting to do it in the comment section, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but we can end with a prayer.
Yeah.
And do you want to do the prayer? You want me to?
Let's do what we did last time. Let's do a double prayer.
All right.
Let's do a double. We can both say a few things. You want me to start, or do you want to go?
Go right ahead.
Okay. Dear Lord, I'd first just like to say thank you for giving us another day on this planet, for waking us up this morning with a roof over our heads. Not everybody is as fortunate as that. Lord, I'd like to pray for those that are being persecuted right now, in every place that was mentioned earlier today. I think that everybody deserves a right to worship you and have freedom to have love for your son. Lord God, I pray you can please protect the children, protect everybody that's facing this persecution, and just send your love down and cover them in the blood. I pray you can just protect them all in your name.
Lord, I want to add to this prayer just some more thanks to you for giving us everything that we have, for giving us this space to come together. And I want to encourage others and hope that you can speak to them and help put some encouragement into their hearts to keep speaking on things that truly matter, and keep bringing us together in fellowship to speak about you and just continue your blessings and your love. We are so grateful. In Jesus' name.